Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely day, evening in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and will rest therein. This coming with a little something, something. The title is Part 2 of Rest and Rest. It is part 2 of Rest and Rest. I don't know what's the deal with this TV. It's almost like, I don't know why I keep turning up. I keep turning it down and it keep coming up anyway. Yeah. Oh no, they coming back. So I want to just leave it on. That looks nice. Okay, excuse me. I'm sorry. So we're going to rest and rest. Rest and rest. The Most High was dealing with me today in my spirit regarding it. And he was explaining to me how people wouldn't understand if they understood rest in where it's coming from the spiritual realm. If they could understand it, how much peace and joy and happiness, and how much would it be calm and more not so stressed and not so a lot of people right now are depressed or worried about, because that rest that the Most High want us to understand is not only is it a position we all would want to really be in if we knew if we had the fullness of what it stood for and stand for, we would want to rest therein in everything that we do. I don't care what we do in life. This, if you did your study and you read your verses, you'll see what this rest place is. And it's a place that you can inherit right now in your life. Yes, you can. So this is the reason why I'm here. He wanting you to know that the place of rest and rest is a place in him that you can trust in, that you can believe in, that you can lean toward, and you can lay your head on his bosom. Y'all done heard me say that time after time after time. Just lay your head on his bosom and rest therein. Well, he has always been there for us. He has always set the atmosphere for us to rest. But what has happened is we found rest in drinking, alcohol, medication, especially the medication. It is off the chain. Everybody is using medication to sleep, using medication to wake up, using medication to soothe their mind, to control their mind. They're using everything to get that rest in their fleshly body. But y'all want you to know this rest that he has to offer you. Just like you would say, the drink, you might get your favorite drink and it might soothe your thirst. But the drink that Yah has, the drink that Yeshua was talking about, you shall never thirst. So you got to understand everything he does and have done in time past was always lining up in the natural and in the spirit. And when you walk in spirit, you're born as a spirit. And when you walk in flesh, you are born to walk in flesh. So that's going back to what I have said in time past, giving the power back to where it truly belongs. So a lot of us think where we at is where we have brought ourselves and don't understand all your steps was ordered from the Most High Yah from the beginning to the end, even to the point where your name was written in the Lamb book of life. Shalom, shalom. It's good to see you here in the live chat. And we're talking about that rest and that rest. Okay. And I'm hoping someone would give or have at least 3 verses that can close this whole message of rest and rest. Rest and rest. There's 2. We can really focus and lean and love on the rest in which he created up into the 7th day, and he rests from his work. Okay. We can take on that because we are in the flesh. And when you're in the flesh, that rest is for your flesh. But there is another rest. There is another rest that we can rest assured that we can rest in. Can this spiritual rest override or oversee this natural rest? 100 times 100. Yes, it can. Okay. And that's where he wants us at in this day, because he's saying for me to let you know this rest place is rest from your illness, rest from your sickness, rest from your stress, rest from your depression, rest from your worries, rest from your financial situation, rest from all the darkness that keep compressing itself upon thee. Rest in him, okay? Because there is a place for you to rest in him. And it's connected to trusting him, believing him, how would I say it? Walking in him, talking or regarding him is so much that is connected to this rest, to where you, once you really read it, you will find out that, you mean, I got a place that I could truly not worry. I could truly not be in a sickness and have all this pain. Yes, it's called the resting place that Yah has prepared, and it is spirit. So if anyone, I don't know if anyone, we're going to get into it. We're going to wait for a few more to come online on in the live chat, and then we just going to move from there. And one thing I like here, and I never saw this before a day in my life, but it has here in this Bible, it says rest as a noun. He saw that rest was good. Hallelujah. Woo, that's deep. I have never, this is a Holy Bible, it's a King James Version. And in the back of it, that is so beautiful, because it kind of helps me explain it even more, because listen to what it says. Okay, let me get that out. That is, wow. Now, see, Father, I'll be up all night trying to, okay. You know what it said? Let me tell you what it said. It said, this verse here, I have never seen it like that. I have never, ever, 49. I got to find this, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to go here, because this here is Jacob talking, I think. Let me see what Jacob is saying here. Jacob, I'm sorry. I got to see what you talking about. 49. I'm going to see what Jacob talking about here. Jacob 49. Because I had never seen that before. Okay. his shoulders to bear and became a servant unto the tribe. Okay. Okay, that was one of the tribes Jacob was talking about. I was wondering because I had never seen that before. So, anybody wants to start off with any verses you might have that surrounds the word rest? Now, we're looking for some understanding in what we spoke about yesterday, that resting place. Shalom to everyone in the live chat. Okay. Okay. Rest in him from all things. That is it. And that's what he was dealing with me today in the car early this morning. And he said some things to me I had never heard him say. And he went to telling me how if they want peace, tell them rest. If they want to be healed, tell them to rest in him. If they want to get away from depressed, tell them, Deborah, to rest in him. If they want to get away from all this stress, rest in him. So he's also saying that rest, it carries some power. Okay? It takes you where you need to go to get even finances. He was talking about rest in him. Let him, you're trusting in him. You're turning to him. You're giving him your all. You're throwing your hands up and turning in the towel. You just resting and trusting him. Okay, we got one Hebrew. Is that one of the verses we had yesterday? Hebrew 4. I'm over to another house and I was planning on being home, and my whole form, my paper where I have all my verses and everything that I studied was on the kitchen table, and I'm somewhere else. So it says here in Hebrew chapter 4, verse 9 and 10. Hebrew chapter 4, verse 9 and 10. There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of Yah. That was also one that we had yesterday. I remember that. For he that is entering into his rest, into who rest? Yah's rest. He also have ceased from his own works. That's the same verse. We had this same chapter yesterday out of Hebrew. Okay. And that's still, I say today, and that's a very good verse, because what you all don't understand is Hebrew chapter 4, verse 10. It's a mystery in that. Who in the end of, okay, Hebrew 4, chapter 4, verse 9 and 10. There is also a slight mystery in that. And the slight mystery is cease from, listen to this. Let's read it. Hebrew chapter 4, verse 10. For he that is entered into his rest, he also have ceased from his own works. You see that? It's saying that according to rest in him, and what I'm speaking of, you must see, the individual will cease from his own works. And what does it say? As did Yah from his work. Okay. Now here it's saying that for he that is entered into his rest. Okay. And that's Yah's rest. Okay. he also have ceased from his own works, as Yah did from his works. So what happened to Yah when he went into his rest? See, do you think he did the things that they teaches you all to do on the Sabbath, the day of rest? Do you think Yah did identical to the things that we're doing today on the Sabbath, taking it as to rest? No, it's different. It's different. Let's see. So this is also one of the verses that was given yesterday. Okay. We have, let's see, Matthew's 11 and 28. I think that was one from yesterday as well. It would blow your mind to see that there is so many, 11 and 20, what was that? 20 what? 8. 11 and 28. Gotcha. Matthew's 11 and 28. Let's see what that rest is. (11) and verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That's also one of the verses we had yesterday. Okay, see, heavy labor, not heavy labor, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. What does he mean by that? He's telling you to come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Verse 29, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and low in heart, and ye shall find rest until your spirit. You see? So this is a spirit thing. See, it says soul, but it's really spirit. Because that's where he will give you the rest. You see? Because this thing is not, okay, let me read 30. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. This is a spiritual thing. You see? While we're thinking that we can beat up on people and tell them what the Sabbath and what we can, what we cannot do. It's deeper than that, y'all. It's beyond the understanding that man has, because in their mind, they're looking at, if you go to a job and you work, this particular day right here is the Sabbath. It's the day of rest, you know, without understanding the, you all can go on. Oh, yes, I am, but that's okay. No. See, I'm somewhere else, like I told you. No. No. See, I told China. This does not bother me. They can't even hear this, Joseph. Turn it back up. They can't.
I'll turn it off. Okay.
Yeah, girls. Come on, girl. They can't hear that. So y'all go on. They can't even hear that. And I'm not going to be loud. Okay. He is your rest from everything. Worry, trouble, stress, depression, pain, sickness. That's it. That's one of them. That's one of the main ones right there. Tiredness. And this is what he was talking about. But you got on there bullying. Who's bullying you? It's not funny, but it's the truth, though. It's the truth. From all things, and give us peace. That's right. There it is. Okay, then someone got Peter. We need to rest in the will of Yah. I think that was Peter, was Matthew's, I know, was one of the verses, and Peter 1. So, what that leads me to understand, no one has really searched the scriptures outside of what I had on yesterday, because these seems like the same verses. Let's see what First Peter verse 1. Let me do something a little bit different. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to hear what you have to say and what you feel within uh, regarding the rest and what you have read. I was hoping that you all would read into the biblical and pull out the word rest so you can best understand exactly what he is saying to you as an individual, that you may come back here and share with us what he has revealed unto thee. Okay, you all can turn that up. Okay, so that's what I was hoping. Somebody came with okay. Now Leviticus is a good one. Let me see about Leviticus, because that's one I didn't have. Leviticus 23 and 32. Let's see what Leviticus is saying. They don't know that they can't hear. I mean, you all can't hear them. They think they they can't hear you. They couldn't hear that TV. Okay, Leviticus. She has Leviticus chapter 23, and we're going 32. Let's see what she has here. Chapter 23 and 32. Let's read that. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your spirit. In the 9th day of the month, at even, from even unto even, it's like even in the evening, but it said even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Your Sabbath. But what is this where it said afflict? Okay, it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest. Okay, to you a Sabbath of rest. Be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your spirit in the 9th day of the month. So we know that, and even from even, at even from even unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. And Yah spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, the 15th day of the 7th month shall be the feast of the tabernacle. See, all this he's talking about, it has to do with the flesh. It has no spiritual nourishment. Let's put it like that. Everything he did, he was trying to get a people to have some guidelines, to have something about themselves. It blows my mind how He had set all those laws and all those laws for them back in the Torah, back in the biblical. And even to today, they still trying to master what their forefathers and those back in the biblical couldn't do. Okay. So when Yeshua comes on the scene, that was something really good for everybody, and a lot of people don't have no respect for that, because that's what he also, when he was coming to fulfill, what was that last verse we had about come to me, he that had in heavy labor, who have labored, and I will give thee rest. Is because a lot of people don't understand. People are laboring in the spirit, and he tell them, come on, I give you real, like he was said to the lady at the well about thirst. And he said, I will give you a drink that you would never thirst again. When that's what it's the same way with the rest. It's the same way. And when you hear in Leviticus 23 and 32, it had to only do with the flesh. It had all to do with the flesh. And that's a good, I gave you a point for that, because that's a good verse to separate from the spiritual rest. You see, Leviticus 32 and 22 and 32, it separates you from the spiritual flesh. You see, so that's a good one to really divide, to show you the difference from the rest in Yah versus the rest that he has appointed, signified them to take during their flesh. I mean, not their flesh, during their time here on earth in their flesh. Okay, like if you think, when did he need rest? But he was doing that to make an example to you. But what can we say to who on this live chat can tell Yah that I don't work at all? So do I still get the rest on the Sabbath? You see? Then you might have one to say, when I work 2 days. But what did he say? He worked 6 days and into the 7th day. And then he had rest. So you have to be able to understand that rest versus the rest in him. And I'm going to tell y'all something he was telling me today. He said, and he was not just talking to me, just me, but he wanted me to let you all understand something. Don't take it so light, what I'm saying about this rest that I'm speaking of, because he's really giving you something to lean to trust in, to be assured that all this stuff that's going on in this world today, you're going to need somewhere to lay your head. You know how many people out on the streets they wish that they can lay down in the bed and lay their head on a pillow? When that's what it is, you guys. Y'all is saying. The person put on their rest in this. Those are all perfect things that he is setting up for us to understand that we can rest in him. That individual had a lot of things listed. And even though that wasn't a verse, that is what he is saying. When it all said and done, say for instance, like in Leviticus 23 and 32, that's showing you the different type of rest in the flesh. You see, that's the rest in the flesh, which is good because it can show you that there's two rests. There's one in the flesh and there's one in the spirit. Joseph, turn it up. I ain't playing with them. But so here we are. Leviticus 23 and 32. Let's read it again, because I want y'all to see the difference in the rest in Yah versus the rest here, where the Most High was dealing with Moses. Verse Leviticus 23 and 32. And it reads, It shall be, it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest. Okay. And ye shall afflict your spirit. Okay. In the 9th day of the month at even, which is evening, from evening unto evening, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Okay. Now, read 33. And Yah spoke unto Moses, saying, and then if you go to 34, he's speaking to the children of Israel, saying, 15 days of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacle for 7 days until Yahuwah. Okay. This here is a time period in which he was setting things up for them to worship him, really not worship him, but to, how would I say it, uh follow the guidelines that he have set for them. But these were things of the flesh. Okay. These were not things of the spirit. These were still yet guidelines that he was setting up for them for the flesh. Okay. This is not the rest in the spirit. Okay. And as he was setting it up, he was talking about the 14 days of this 7th month. He was telling them what kind, the feast of the tabernacle, the 7 day until the 7th days unto Yah. Okay. On the first day shall be a holy. You see, so he was setting instructions and directions for them. That's what he was doing. And did you all know? I'm going to show y'all something that he's telling me right now. He said, even though I set those up for them, it wasn't for him. See, that's, woo, it wasn't for Yah. It was for them. Okay. Did you know that he knew that they were not going to abide by them? Even though he was setting it up in this order, he knew already in their flesh they wouldn't abide. So it did not have anything to do with the spiritual rest that is founded in him. Even this day, that we can be assured that it is a place. Hey, if you depressed, try it. Try it. And when I say try it, not try it to tempt him, but walk therein. Try it out of believing and trusting that there is a rest in him that can keep me from not being depressed, that can keep me from not being stressed, that would keep me from not being up all night. Because people take medicine to sleep, people take medicine to wake up. But you have to understand that the Most High want to be able to offer you all like he did the lady at the well. Yeah, she was drinking. See how he used that water that she was drinking, and he told her that he can give her water that she would never thirst again. That's the same thing with the rest. You see what I'm saying? And that's everything. Tie everything into what's flesh and what's spirit and truth. And you will find yourself seeing life totally different and with more peace and assurance that this creator, he really actually got it all. Yes, he does. The reason why he said they was going to deny the power is because without the power, you cannot believe in anything. I don't know if y'all know that. Without the power, there's nothing for you. You see? So to deny the power is what they're doing is they're reading this word without the power. Now, what do you mean, Sister Deborah? They're taking Christ. They're taking the right hand out. They're taking the stretched arm out. And when you get in here to the right hand and stretched arm, guess what, y'all? More than 200 times. Isn't that sad? How could the right hand and the stretched out arm? Let's say it's 200 times for the right hand and it's 200 times for the stretched out arm. The stretched out arm might not get a 200, but it's up there. Verses in his Bible. They don't know nothing about it because see what they didn't understand is they thinking he can only show up and show out when they say he can. They don't understand that stretched out arm and that right hand. That was the power back in Torah, and they never caught it. They never caught it. So when this lady is at the well and she talking about water, you know, from the well, and he said, "I give you a water that you would never thirst." Y'all saying to you all today, you might not have the fullness of the Sabbath that has the rest day on it. He said, "But I will give you a rest greater than that day." That's all Sister Deborah said. That's all she's saying. It ain't hard, y'all. It's easy. He said he'll make your yoke light. What is your yoke? What the sister just said. AC just said. Here you can put everything. Here you can put everything up on that rest. Every situation. Let me see once. Mental, yes. Body and mind, yes. Not disturbed or obligated. Let me find scriptures. No one said. Oh, okay, gotcha. I have. But see, that's a good thing. But you see what you're saying? Those are the things that needs the rest today. Those are in your the list that you had before this one. Those are the things that he was like revealing to me today. Now I know that there's the place to rest because that's what I do. I rest there in that. But people don't understand. This is a spiritual place that he has that conquers all of that. You can just put it there. You see, and leave it there. Wake up refreshed. Why? Because you took it to that resting place and you left it there. It can't come back. And each day that it keeps, your flesh keep you in tune with that, go back to that resting place. Now, say for instance, if you labored and you resting into the Sabbath and that rest, you think that's the rest that's going to give you the rest away from depression, anxiety, stress, financial situation? That's it. So say we all decide that, okay, we're going to look at that resting place as the Sabbath from the evening of Friday to the evening of Saturday, and it is considered the rest. Wait a minute, hold up now, wait a minute. So you're only going to rest on that day. What about the 7 days, 6 days a week where you're going through stress? You can't sleep, anxiety, depression. And the only time you're going to get rest is on that one day. Come on now, y'all. Do y'all understand me? Put up a 7 if you understand. Does that make sense? So it got to be different. Anyone that understood what I just said, put up a 7. Because I want to know that y'all can kind of hear what I'm saying. You know, it's not so much as you getting the fullness, but can you really hear exactly what I'm saying about, okay, the Sabbath day? Thank you all. That Sabbath day, if we say we do, say for instance, we take 6 days and we all go to work. And on that 7th day, okay, say we take 6 days and we all don't go to work. But we take that 7th day and it's the Sabbath and we rest as he said he rest after his work up until the 7th day. Okay, now if you see that, okay, now on this Sabbath, I'm going to get this rest. You think you're going to get the rest like the other rest in the spirit realm? You won't. You won't. Because it's saying that you're going to work and labor 6 days. And on that 7th day, it's the only day I'm going to allow you the rest for depression, for stress, anxiety, financial, everything. I'm going to allow you to just rest your body in that. But when you wake up, what's that, Sunday morning? When you wake up Sunday morning, everything that you were stressed about is still there. You see what I'm saying? We got to understand, just like the lady in the water. He's saying something to me about something, and I keep talking, speaking over what he's saying, and he's wanting me to use an example. I'm hoping I can keep in tune with it. And that's right, dwelling in that secret place. Very good. Let me write your name down here. That's a good one. All right, you already got one down here. Okay, so okay, that's it. That secret place. See, this is what I'm saying, you guys. That is very good. That's very good. Trinity. That is very good. Dwelling in that secret place. That's what Sister Deborah's talking about. See, you just cut it all. You just cut through all the cheese and just nailed it. That's what I'm talking about. It is a place. It is a secret place. And it's his secret place that he can have you one-on-one to him. You see what I'm saying? This is stuff people are not going to tell us. And in such a day that we're in, a critical situation, we need a place that we can turn to. You see? And like she was saying, secret place, that's their rest. Because it is. It's a secret place. Yes, it is. In all things. Yep. Liberty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anytime. That's right. But did you know if you rest in him at any time, it would teach you how to trust at him all times. That's beautiful, because once you learn to rest in him, it'll teach you how. You can turn it up, Raymond. It'll teach you how to rest in him. You see what I'm saying? And then you'll realize, wait a minute. If you're at the store and you see you in a situation, or you at anywhere and you're in a situation and you see it's out of order and you'll sit and you look at it and you'll feel okay, because you know that, hey, okay, I'm gonna get in my car, I'm gonna go on, I'm gonna go home, and I'm just gonna, because you're gonna look at the situation, and because you used to his resting place, you're gonna be able to look at that and say, it didn't take all that, or you're gonna know the difference. And that's what I think he's wanting you all to know. Okay. That's what I think he wants you all to know, that there is a place that he has in him. And I like the way she said it, because honestly, to cut the cheese, it is a secret place. And it's a secret place, but not so much as what you call secret, or to where, oh, don't tell nobody. It's because he said in the last days, knowledge is going to be increased. And the knowledge that he's speaking of is spirit. It is spirit, you guys. It is not the knowledge in this book. This book is going to support the knowledge that's going to be increased, but it's going to be supported by the Ruach, who's going to teach you and give you the insight. We got Exodus 33 and 14. When I found out about Torah, and you all know that many people beat you up on, oh, you have to follow Torah. How you gonna tell somebody to follow Torah and nobody back in Torah follow? Does that make any sense to anybody? But then you're gonna bring it up on people who got more things to have to deal with in life, and then you're gonna bring the old time Torah and try to use it to control people. That's what it's really about. But Yah is saying to you all, I'm telling you, he said he wants you to be free from that. You got to find your way to understand this rest, because he's here to give you that. And that was Exodus 33. And Exodus is also considered Torah. Okay, and it would have to deal with the rest. See, I'm gonna tell you. Let's see, Exodus 33 and 14. Exodus 33 and 14. And he said, "My presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest." There you go. Oh, honey, you got a point there. You got a point there, because I didn't have that one. And what did he? Now you see what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying now. That's a beautiful one. So you got a point there. Okay. It says here, Exodus 33 and verse 14. He says, and he said, "My presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest." See, he's letting them know that I'm not in you like I am in you all. See, the Holy Spirit now is inside of you. See, back then his spirit was upon them and followed them. You see what I'm saying? And this is what he said in 14 of Exodus 33. And he said, "My presence shall go with thee." Okay. "And I will give you rest." That's beautiful. That's the rest we're talking about. And guess what? You just found it in Torah, in the old. So that leads me to understand that the power of his rest existed then as well as now. But where have the church, why ain't nobody telling the people that the rest of Yah is ever present if we trust that it is a place in him that we can rest in? And then he come up in Revelation telling us about the New Jerusalem, the resting place, letting us know, that all this time we chasing denominations and religions and the way people think, feel, walk, talk, dress, look, eat. And it's all vain and vast because they're not teaching it from the spirit realm. And here in Exodus 33 and verse 14, beautiful. He's letting you know. And he says, "And I will give thee rest." Now, we're going to hold up on that. Let's hold up a little bit because we're going to bump it up and we're going to bump it down. Exodus 33 and 13. "Now, therefore, I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, show me now thy way, that I may know thee, and I may find grace in your sight, and consider that this nation is thy people." Verse 14, "And he said, My presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest." Now, look like what is going on. Someone, who is this here? Moses, most likely. Saying these things, "Show me a sign. Give me something to go on." And what did he give them? Exactly what Sister Deborah giving y'all today. Exactly. That resting place. That resting place is defined with trust. You're going to believe him. When you want to do something, stop running around here making choices. You ain't doing it but making choices out of your flesh. Go to your knees and say, "Father, Yah, what shall I do about this situation? Help me to stand still and hear your voice in this." You have issues with your wife. You have issues with your children. You have issues with your husband. Go before Yah. All he have ever wanted is for us to turn to him as our all in all. And resting in him is one of it. It's resting assured that he got this, no matter if it's in the dark alley or on top of a dark mountain. Know that he can work that thing out. I'm sure Yeshua could tell you the story. His whole mission coming here. He rests in the will of his Father. Why you say that, Deborah? Everything he did, he said, "This is of my Father. This is my Father. This is the will of my Father." And he never wanted to say anything to cross out what his Father already predestined. Never. He always turned us back to the Father. He never turned us to him, because he knew that his right hand, his power came from Yah. It was Yah's right hand all the time. That's why it said Emmanuel with his name should be Emmanuel, meaning Yah with us. Yah's right hand was in Yeshua, the Son of Man, to perform everything he has performed. Now we got another one saying Mark 2 and 27. So that's a good one there, Exodus 33, because we didn't have that one. Mark 2, let me get that, and 27. Mark 2 and 27. Is that right? I'm going to Mark 2 and 27. Let's see what they're saying there. Charles, I'm going to the store when I'm done. Mark 2 and 27. Let's see what it's saying here. I don't know if I had that one or not. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man. Ha, ha, ha. And not man for the Sabbath. You know what that's telling you? Flesh. It was made for the flesh and not the flesh for it. You get what I'm saying? They don't understand that. They don't understand that. It was made, and he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man and not man for the Sabbath. Therefore, the Son of Man is Lord also over the Sabbath. You see, he letting you know he gave that for man. Now, he ain't said for man's spirit. He said he gave that for man. Just like he gave the law, which is instructions and directions, the commandments, because he had to set some type of ground for them. And Sabbath was one. He made it for man and not man for it, meaning man can't control no Sabbath because it ain't for him to control. It's supposed to control him. But do it. Come on now. You see how they take it and they use it, even the Sabbath, as an iron weapon, just like they did the law and the commandment, like iron claws. You got to keep this law. You got to keep this law. And they continue to do that. Let me get this one down. Psalm 6. I think I did Psalm 16 and 7 through 9, but we can also Psalm 27. Let me go back to here. 27. So this one here was a good one. I got you down for that Mark, because I think that's also in Matthew's. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made, just like you are made for man. This was made for him. Okay? And not man for the Sabbath. Why? Therefore, the Son of Man. Notice it says the Son of Man, not the Son of Yah. Because the Son of Man was flesh. Okay? He said, therefore, the Son of Man is Lord over the Sabbath. Okay? The Sabbath, he's Lord over it because he's the king of that Sabbath, that worship. You see what I'm saying? He is. Okay? He is the purpose, the reason, okay, for that Sabbath. And that's why back in the days in Torah, they couldn't keep nothing. They did not keep it. And these people today that leads the multitude and deceive them, they'll tell you that in Torah, everybody was righteous. And they was the opposite of those that came along in the New Testament and in today. These people in Torah was messed up from the floor. They were the starter of everything wicked and evil. So that's a good one too. That was a good one. That was a very good one. Okay, now we're going to go to Psalms 16 and 7 and 9. I think we did that one yesterday. Yeah, I think we covered that one yesterday. And let's go over Psalm 16. Okay, that was Psalm 16 and 11. 16, 7, and 9. Return unto the rest, O spirit, for Yahuwah has dealt bountifully with thee. For thou hast delivered my spirit from death, my eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. Now, notice what here is telling you here how he's dealt with, he's delivering the spirit from death. The spirit from death. You know what that means, y'all? The spirit from death, eternal death. You see? A lot of people don't understand they got soul here, but it's no such thing as soul. It's spirit. John chapter 1, verse 4 and 5. Then you drop down to 9. We are a light, a spirit, not a soul. Okay. Now, for Yahuwah has dealt bountifully with thee, for thou hast delivered my spirit from death, my natural eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. I will walk before the Yahuwah in the land of the living. See, wait a minute. You mean to tell me, listen to that again. Sister Deborah did some error in here because this is deep. Okay, let me see. Who gave me that one? Okay, I got you down. That's a good one there. That's a good one. I don't think I covered that one. And it says, listen to this one, y'all. This is really good. Listen to this one. This says, this one, Psalm 16, verse 7 through 9. They have hands, but they handle not. No, that's saying, wait a minute, wasn't that? Wait a minute. No, 16. 16 and what was that? 7. There it is. Return unto thee rest. My spirit, for Yah has dealt bountifully with thee. For thou hast delivered my spirit from death, my eyes from tears. Oh no, those are not natural eyes, and my feet from falling. I will walk before Yahuwah in the land of the living. That's eternal life, y'all. That's eternal life. And then here it is. Here it is. I preserved my simple. I was brought low, and he helped me. This has got to be, this is David. But when it says return unto thy rest, oh my soul. See, David, this is Psalms of David. And he's talking to his spirit man. You see, return to the rest. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Finding rest in our inner man, which is our spirit. We're going to automatically find that rest. Why? Because it is also the Ruach HaKodesh would take us there. But he wants us to be able to turn to that rest as if it exists. Like someone called it earlier, the secret place. No matter what the turmoil going on in your household, amongst your family, your friends, and in the world, you can turn to this rest and rest assured. Y'all got this here. Now we got Psalms 27. We got someone who got Psalms 27 and verse 5. Psalms 27 and verse 5. Let's see what that says. Psalms 27 and verse 5. Okay. And then we got, said Jeremiah 6 and 16. Now, I didn't have that one yesterday either. 27. Psalms 27 and 5. Let's see what that says. 27 and 5. Psalms 27 and 5 says, for in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. That secret place is that resting place, y'all. It's the same thing. It's no different. Someone spoke it earlier today. It's the same. It's the resting place. This is why is he hiding you there? So you can get some peace of mind. You can have some joy. Because I used to complain. And then this same person has 92, Psalms 92. I used to complain about, what is this joy people keep talking about? Ain't nobody in this world got no joy. That's why I used to say to y'all, these people ain't got no joy. Where is this joy at? And realize that it's the same as the resting place where you can get this joy. But we are not taught that in the church. We are not taught that through the Hebrew. We're not taught that through TNN, TBN. No one teaches us these things. But the Ruach comes to let us know. It's a lot that they have kept from us. Okay. Now, this one is Psalms 92 and 1 and 2. It is a good thing to give thanks unto Yahuwah and to sing praise unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faith every night. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Now, if the next one was where is it at? Jeremiah 6 and 16. Let's see what that is. Jeremiah 6 and 16. Now, I didn't have that one, but that's my brother there. I got to see what he said. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. And it reads, Thou said Yahuwah, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your spirit. But they said, we will not walk therein. Yeah, that's sad. They said they ain't gonna walk, and that's how it is today, though. That's a good one. Let's go over that again. That was Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thou said Yahuwah, stand in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your spirit. But they said, we will not walk therein. Now, I notice it says the old path. The old path is the instructions and directions, the laws and commandments that he has given us. Okay? He's saying to stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old path, the old instructions and direction that he has given us, not the old ways of the people back in there. He's telling us the way to the truth. Okay, to the path where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest. You see, you shall find rest for what? Your flesh? Nope, but your spirit. You see what I'm saying? It's not about in this rest, because once you can get that rest in your spirit, your flesh gonna automatically take a rest with it. I'm serious. At first it won't. It will buckle up against your spirit. But after a while, it realized that, hey, I'm just torn. My body, I'm tired. I can't sleep. I'm not getting anything in this body, this flesh. I'm going to join in with my spirit in this resting place. The spirit keep wanting and desiring to rest therein. Oh, yes, you can tame that body. Psalms 31. And let me give you that one. Let me put that down. 31 and 19. And we got Psalms 27. Oh, yeah, we just did 27. We got Psalms 31 and 19. So that's a real good one in Jeremiah too, because it's telling them the old path, meaning back in the old days, the rules, the laws and the commandments that really he wants you to know, the instructions and directions I gave you then will still lead you to that resting place. It will still lead you to the resting place. That's what he said. And that's Psalms 27, 4 and 5. No, we did that one. Psalms 73. Let me put that down for you. 73 and 26. And where's that other one? Yeah, let's do that one. 73. Psalm 73. Let's go there first. '73 and 26. 73 and 26. And it reads, my flesh and my heart faileth, but Yah is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. That's a good one. That's a good one. My flesh and my heart faileth, but Yah is the strength of my heart and my portion. And that's Psalms, is that right? Psalms 73, verse 23. That's a good one. That's a good one. Psalms 31 and 19. Let's see what that says. We're talking about the resting place and everything that surrounded. 31, verse 19 and 20. And it reads, if the men of my tabernacle say not, oh, that we had of his flesh, oh, that we had of his flesh, we cannot be satisfied. Wait a minute, am I reading that right? No, I'm not. Let's go again. That's Psalms 31, verse 19. Okay, 31 and 19 and 20. If I have seen any perish for want of clothing, or any poor without covering, if his loins have not blessed me, and if he were not warmed with the fleece of my sheep. You know what? I'm sorry. Wrong one again. I'm in Job. Am I going to ever find the right page here? Psalms 31. I'm going to get it. See, 31. Psalms 31. And let me put you down here for 91 and 1. Psalms 31 and 19. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Sister Deborah's slow. Oh, how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the Son of Man. Thou shalt hide them in the secret of thy presence. There, that secret place from the pride of man. Thou shalt keep them secretly in the pavilion from the strife of the tongue. See, this place is a secret place. It is the place of rest. Understand that. That's a good one. What was that, 31? Okay. Okay, got you. Okay, now we're going to 91, Psalms 91. Hey, David is lit up. David Psalms, I'm telling you, he left a lot of stuff for us. To Psalms 91, verse 1. He that dwell in the secret place of the Most High Yah should abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Yes, I love that. I love that. Okay. And did we covered Psalms 32? Yeah, we did. Let me see. No, we didn't. Psalms 32. Let's go there. Psalms 32. And 6 and 7. Or did we? 6 and 7. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee. In a time when thy mayest be found, surely in the floods, I think we had that yesterday, of great waters, they shall not come nigh unto him. Thou art my hiding place. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compress me about with the songs of deliverance. You know what? That's a really good one. You all should read that one too. That's Psalms 31. Where is it at? Where didn't we just have Psalms 32? Psalms 32. Who's that? Psalms 32. That's a really good one. You picked a good one there. That's a good one. Let's read it again. Psalms 32 and verse 6. Oh, I didn't read 6 and 7, not 7 and 8. But let's read 6 and 7 and 8. Psalms 32, verse 6, 7, and 8. I did read 6. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee in a time. See, in a time when thy mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters, they shall not come nigh unto him. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, there is a really a rest place that we can trust y'all in and be safe. Okay. And it says here, verse 7, thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compress me about with songs of deliverance. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the ways which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with my eye. I'm telling you all. And that eye is one eye. That's the Ruach. Okay. So this here is also putting out here that the Most High is showing you that there is a place where we can rest in. And you know what? It's a beautiful thing. Let me write that one down. It's a beautiful thing to know that, because that's like saying, you mean we got a place where we can rest in? Okay, we're going to go with Psalms 19, 119 and 114. Let's do that one. And then we're going to go to Isaiah 30 and 15. Let's see what it's saying. Psalms 119. You know, that 119 is pretty good anyway. 119. And it's what? Verse 114. Let's 119, Psalms 119, verse 114. Thou art my hiding place and my shield. Thy word. There go to hiding place again. Okay. Let's go to Isaiah 30 and 15. I didn't have that one on there either. Isaiah 30 and 15. Let's see what it's saying here. In Isaiah 30, is that right? Yep. Get 30 and 15. 30 and 15. 30 and 15. Isaiah 30 and 15. Here we go. And 15. For thou said, Yahuwah, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved. In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. Let's go over it. Let's bump it up a little bit to 14. And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it, or shared to take fire from, to make water draw out of the pit. Nope, that don't match it. Let's go back to 15. Maybe we'll bump it down. No, that don't. 15. Isaiah 30, verse 15. For thou said, Yahuwah, the Holy One of Israel, In returning and rest shall ye be saved. In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and would not, verse 16. But ye said, no. What? For we will flee upon horses. Therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the shift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. We shall ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they pursue you be swift. So in verse 15, that's still beautiful. You know why? Because in verse 15, it's showing you where Yah will return and rest. In returning, the rest shall be saved. The rest shall be saved in quietness and confidence, which is assurance. So that's still fall. Let me circle that one. That falls in there as well. But I'm trying to, I guess you really might have to read the whole chapter 30 to really feel exactly what is going on. But I do know that that's still connected to the rest shall ye be. Yeah, rest shall ye be saved. In returning, the rest shall ye be saved. You know, I'm going to circle that myself so I can read that whole chapter, try to get that rest out. Okay, you all, we done went a whole hour with reading verses. I want to say, I got to get to Revelation 14. Let me just get to Revelation 14. I see Revelation. We already have a winner. Matter of fact, we have two. Okay. Let's go to Revelation and because Sister Deborah is switching all these here, I'm not going to be able to read all the verses, but we went, say, a good hour reading different verses. And I appreciate all the verses everybody have placed on here, but we do have a winner that someone who have won. Let's see here. I want to see what that Revelation 14 and 13, maybe that can sum some things up here. Revelation 14 and 13. Revelation 14 and 13 says, and I heard a voice from heavens saying unto me, write, blessed are the dead which died in the Lord, which Yahshua. From henceforth ye said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labor. Now, what labor is that? Do you think that's that work of the flesh? No, that's the work that they done in the Spirit. Now listen to this, that they may rest from their labor and their works do follow them. The works that they done in Yah and for Yah shall follow them. So all this stuff about like a job rest, you know, you labor on a job, we know he ain't talking about that, because that there is not what you're doing for him. You're doing it for your own flesh, your own body, your own self. But the things that you do for him, okay, that is spirit and it is truth. It holds a place where you can rest when you are heavy laden, where he said he'll give you rest. You see? So it's a difference in the rest in the natural versus the rest in what you do in the spirit. Okay, big difference. Now we do have a winner. We have a first place and a second place, but they still get the same gift certificate. Okay, we have someone that's first place. Second place is Yah's child. That's the second place winner. And the first winner is AC. Let's give them a hand clap. They brought out strong, hard verses that covers the resting place. You see, the spiritual resting place. Let's give them a hand clap. Thank you. Now, what I'm going to do in my, you send me, let me see, the name and the state. Either you can have it, I would send it to you, but I need your address. But I would also erase your address once I get it. Okay. Once I receive your information, your address, I'm gonna write it down and then I'm gonna erase it off of my page, and you also erase it from your end. Okay. But why? It's Yah's child. Second place. First place is AC. I want to send each one of you all a Visa gift card, okay? And I will let you know I appreciate everyone who participated. And what they did is they came out just verse after verse, and a lot of them were verses that I had not picked up on yesterday. And that's how I found those to be the winners. Okay. So I will be mailing out your gift certificate, your gift Visa gift card on Monday morning, and this week you shall receive it. Okay. So I want to thank everyone for participating in this. I think that was really nice, but I just couldn't cover all of them. Y'all was moving fast. See, at the end, everybody started moving fast, but I had spent a good hour and probably 5 minutes on going over the verses, and I appreciate it. Now, see, those verses that you all gave me, you didn't know I was writing them down. Right next to that person's name, I was writing them down, and myself going to go over them because I need so much. I'm going to tell you what I need. I need so much word, not just, all I need is the Ruach HaKodesh, first of all. But I need so much, how would I say it, verses that can cover that assurance that it's okay to start informing people that Yah has a resting place for this. You say you got depression. Depression is demonic spirits that comes to attack you. Okay. But you can get out of it because Yah can bring you out. Okay. But Yah wants you to know there's a place, and several people on the live chat has picked up different verses. That's why it was important that, believe it or not, all of you all should have been writing them down like Sister Deborah, because they picked up on some verses that was telling you it's called a secret place. And it is. It is a secret place. It's so secret to where you don't hear the pastors teaching it. You ain't gonna hear the priests, the Moors, the seers, the watchmen. You ain't gonna hear nobody teaching you about that place. You ain't gonna hear nobody teaching you about the resting place, because they don't even know that the New Jerusalem is the altar. How would I say the main resting place? But if he's telling you you can rest now, rest assured that he got you. Trust him. Rest on his bosom. Lay your head. That means every thought, bring it to his bosom and lay it there and leave it there. Sleep in his bosom. You see, rest there. If you drink alcohol. A lot of people turn to alcohol just to get their mind off of so much and just to sleep. People would eat and gaining weight because they don't know what to do with all these issues. When Yah is saying he got a place of rest for you all. Yes, we haven't been taught and broke down and told, but he's saying it's never too late. And don't ever think, as long as you got life, y'all, even taking the jab, as long as you got life, it's never too late. It's never too late. Okay. So like I said, I appreciate everyone in the live chat. And again, congratulations to those who won the Visa gift card. And I appreciate you all participating. And a lot of nice verses, a lot of them. And I really appreciate it. They don't want to see you. No, they don't. That's what she get. That's my youngest daughter. But honestly, we had a good time, and I really enjoyed that. But I guess now I will say, anybody have any questions? I appreciate you too. Praise the Most High. Let me get that back in here. I didn't get a chance. There you go. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But let me tell you, now you can say what you want, you can think what you want. Y'all just in put in your spirit that there is a place that you can come to him. There is a place that you can come to him. And what's beautiful about it to me is it always exists, even back in the Torah. But see, they so busy trying to tell you things that they can say to you to control your life today, that they fail to teach you how comfortable Yah is to lay your head on. That means your thoughts, your mind, your heart. See, they don't want to tell you that. They want to make it so complex and hard and difficult to walk in this. And he ain't never said it was like that. We have, as people, want to make it hard for people so they can't be delivered in the midst of whatever's going on. He's a deliverer yesterday, today, and forevermore. He ain't never said he stopped delivering you guys. It's what we're being taught. We're being led to believe. So I, Sister Deborah, say to you, thank you so much for a great evening. And we're going to have to do this again. And I will be sending 2 gift cards out to the winners. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Love you. Shalom and shalom.